degrees. We're on our way to 67 later on today.
And I know a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, but I do have goosebumps on my legs, Julia. I think you and I would be experiencing the same things together.
Careful, Alyssa, careful.
A little, it does get chilly there this time of year in the mornings, but you'll warm up, we know, nicely later today.
Well, and the thing is, I was following you guys all on social media across the weekend, not jealous at all as we saw 1 to 2 inches of snow here in the metro. But tell us about some of the sights and sounds you guys have already seen there in Destin.
Well, you know, we are at Destin, which is kind of the centerpiece of the Emerald Coast. And one of the great things, if you've not been here in a few years, it has changed dramatically, Alyssa. And one of the things that has caused this big change is the Harbor Walk. What's happened is that the city of Destin has basically got all of this fishing fleet area together and put in shops and stores and music and concerts like the one that we had here yesterday.
Every Sunday they had a concert down there. It was a high school band, and we got to meet one of the musicians.
Choctaw High School.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a lot of cool to see, and like Chuck mentioned, so many different restaurants, mom and pop restaurants, but you also have your big chains like Margaritaville here, which is a hot spot and a big destination point.
Yeah, and this is a great place to bring kids too. There's a lot of activities for children, and I know some of you who have small children, elementary and middle school, you're looking for that place, and this is one of those. A lot of things designed for families with children here.
The other cool thing to check out that is also really weird that Chuck's been talking about is this bus filled with mannequins.
McGuire's is one of the most famous restaurants in North Florida. There are really two of them, one in Pensacola, established 1977, one here in 1996, and the bus is an old Irish bus full of mannequins. They are dressed for St. Patrick's Day. They are funny, and they are really creepy as well. So you won't forget this at all.
We're going to have more on that definitely coming up in our next half hour as well. But you got to experience something pretty cool, Chuck. You were supposed to cook the fish that I caught, but I had to toss them back because of the regulations.
Right, state and federal authorities would not allow us to cook those fish.
We don't want me to be arrested here, right? But you had an awesome experience with a Gulf to Table restaurant.
Right, we were at this place, which is just fantastic, and we'll talk more about it later on when we talk about the highlights. But you can bring your fish there, they will cook it. But what we were able to do was get an incredible platter of fish from the Gulf, including snapper, including Florida grouper, which is the most popular fish here, and it was delicious. And
you will have an eating contest too. You'll see that, Ben and Julia coming up. Who do you think won in that eating contest, Chuck or me?
I've got a guess. And hey guys, I've got a chocolate protein shake here I can interest you in case that you get tired of the seafood down there.
Fresh seafood.
Like in a water. They have fresh seafood.
Guys,
we're not jealous at all.
That looks delicious, and we will check back in with you, obviously, throughout the hour here this morning.
I am glad they're having.
Hey, welcome back to Destin, Florida. Chuck's Big Adventure. Sunrise Goes to Florida is here at the beautiful Emerald Grand Resort along with Alyssa Raymond. We have had a wonderful time so far.
Oh, we have, and we have been eating very, very, very well. Very
well. In fact, we've been to a lot of places today. I think our favorite so far is
Brotula's, and it is one of those restaurants, Gulf to Table.
And photographer Steve Rhodes and I got a quick peek in the kitchen.
We sell about 100 or so a day during season. We have the Destin fishing fleet right outside our back door.
Yeah, 100 or so a day. They're taking the fish right out of the Gulf as they come off the boat and preparing them. And if you've never had fresh fish, and I mean fresh fish, like Florida grouper, it is incredible.
They had the grouper, the mahi-mahi, prepared 3 different ways. We had this huge platter with Brussels sprouts, grits, green beans, hush puppies, and this was by far my favorite meal while we were in Destin.
Too. And I do think now, Ben and Julia, we plan on eating again probably Wednesday. Because
so have that protein shake ready for us when we get back, because we got a diet.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy while you're there. And Julia, you know this about me as a journalist. Guys, I am known for not pulling any punches and asking hard-hitting questions in any interview, so you guys are no exception. Have you guys been spending too much time on the beach? Be honest.
Well, we certainly have spent some time on the beach. You can't go to these white sandy beaches and not enjoy them because A, they're beautiful, and B, it's like walking on a pillow. The sand is so white and so soft. But there's some things it's not good for.
Yeah, so each day I've been learning so many things about Mr. Chuck Lofton here, including that he had never skipped in his life before we shot this one promo. So photographer Steve Rhodes kept rolling after our skip, and here's what happened.
You ready to take off?
Let's go.
We have to skip?
We're gonna skip.
All right. Is that too stupid? Oh, man.
Wait. There's more. There's more.
I don't know if I've ever skipped in my life.
See, there he admits it, and that's what I learned, that Mr. Chuck Lofton has never skipped in his entire life.
I didn't know that it was a requirement for employment with WTHR, but apparently it now is. And so I've got to do some practicing. But boy, what a day we had out there yesterday, with even more fun to come here on Sunrise.
Yeah, Ben and Julia, it's just been a blast. I hope you're enjoying it with us.
We are. That's a hilarious video.
Oh yes, we're enjoying it from beautiful Indianapolis, Alyssa. Thank you.